And alrighty, folky dokes, we are back live once again, and we're continuing along with our playthrough of No Man's Sky. So, hey there, hi there, ho there, duders and dudettes, welcome back, and a fine welcome to you if you're new to the broadcast. We're happy to have you along for the ride. Where that ride currently sees us is on the planet of Llewellyn? Yeah, I guess that's what we're going to call it. Anywho, we done found ourselves an A Class Sentinel Ship. So, we get the old portal address up on the screen for you. I'll describe it and probably butcher it as best I can. And it begins with old Bessie, the Loch Ness Monster, followed by what looks like a weird UFO/pie. Next up would be what looks kind of like a praying mantis, maybe something out of Space Invaders, followed by a crab, scarab type looking thing. Then you get the Triforce, the spaceship, the hot air balloon, the elk, another one of them Space Invader looking things, another Loch Ness Monster, the bird, followed by another Space Invaders. So, get that up on the screen for you. If you want to do your due diligence, take a screenshot, zoom on in to get a better look, feel free. But we also threw down a communication ball, which will lead you directly here. There's also one at the Harmonic Camp. So, without further ado, we're going to plug in the brain. But as we can see, it is an A-class variety. The one that we got came equipped with a phase beam and the upgrade that gives you recharge on your shields. Supercharged slots far and away from each other. I don't know. I assume there'll be one more over here, possibly two once you get up to S-class. But you also get a supercharged slot right up here too. So it's going to be one of these two slots. Slottage, there's better that you can find. Again, color scheme not up to snuff for what we look for, but for you, maybe you'll like it. Well, we're going to claim this bad boy. We'll hop on inside, bop it up into the sky, see what it truly looks like. Yeah. It expanded into something a little bit more crazy looking. It also only has one thruster on the back, so it kind of works against it a little bit. As for stats offer some decent damage potential. 386.3, everything else is about average. But, yeah, this one's going to be getting scrapped. For any of y'all out and about looking for a new ship, if this one tickles your taint, by all means, swing on by, grab it up. As we said, we got the communication vault directly here. There's also an extreme planet, so if you want to get yourself some quick units, you can always bop around, find the storm crystals. They are quite plentiful. But first order of business, before we bop back into the Franken beams, we're going to get you labeled so we know what to do with you when we get back to the space station. There you go. Alright, so, as I mentioned in the description, we'll explain a little bit better here. We left off the previous stream, kind of confounded and confused as to how to get the living ship thing going on there. We purchased the void egg from the anomaly. So, if you find yourself in the same situation, you're trying to go after the living ship, get your void egg, and I would suggest throw it into your starship inventory. Because as soon as we bop back out into space, I went to go pulse drive to the space station, and I got approached by a living ship, which gave us the Starbirth mission. So, we are eventually going to get going on that, see what we wind up with. But when I was at the space station, I also picked up 2 missions for 2 storage augments. We completed one of them, but we need to go do this one first. It's popping out of the system, so it's my intent to get those done and and start up and just be doing the living ship mission, but came across that A Class ship, so I figured we'd start streaming there. Let's see, next order of business. This is where we need to go to for the mission. Not to be quick, it's a scan minerals. Usually only at between 5 and 10. Pretty sure we can do. Land the ship, circle around, find what we need, and be on our way. I speculate that may not be the case, but we'll see what happens. So, we are where we need to be, and we need to go right over yonder. Open slots for our ships, so we need to stop by the space station just yet to clear up the old inventory. So bear with us while we get this done. Now, it's not to say that you can't have the void egg in your exosuit inventory. I would just recommend putting it in the spaceship, so I know for a fact that it worked for us. One of the working theories was it was kind of like the companion eggs, that we thought it was going to take 24 hours for it to hatch. That, again, was not the case. Like I said, once I put it into the starship, and then concluded yesterday's stream, once I popped out into space inside a pulse drive, and we were immediately, holy shit! We were immediately approached by a living ship. Pretty much as quickly as that little prick just came on our ass. Let's see. We need minerals, I do believe. That's a one. And he gave us coordinates to go to a different galaxy, but I didn't want to pursue it. I'd rather have it recorded for posterity, so for those that may want to undertake getting themselves a living ship, you'll have a better idea of how to do it. Right, where are the other minerals? Little rocks are minerals. Come on, there was another one of those. Now we need 7, so we need 2 more now. And likely probably won't even need to move from this spot to get them. Come on. Yep. There we go. Alright, I'm not going to bother with anything else. Let's get back in the Franken beans and get the heck on out of here. But yeah, one of the missions was we had to go to a scorched planet and take a picture and then scan those minerals. I figured easy enough to get 2 storage augments, so tend not to turn those missions down. Like I said, if you come across the spaceship storage augments or the salvage frigate modules, it's always best to just pick up those missions, knock them out real quick. So now that that is done, we don't need to go to the Galactic Core. We need to proc the mission. Where the heck we're going? There we go, not too far away. It is an outlaw system. Oh, and our luck, every time I've been going to the outlaw systems, getting into a freighter battle. Let's see if that trend continues. Hopefully not. No big deal if it do. out relatively quick enough. So. Nope, I think we're good. Have some sauce. Now let's figure out we need to go over here. Void egg seeks a specific world in this system. Examine the egg in the inventory to learn of its requirements. We'll do that as soon as we land. We'll try to scan the rest of these planets. Ah, shit. Oh! We have a child of Helios. Like a jellyfish? There you go. Help, traveler. Doubting. A wave of calm washes over me as my communicator tunes itself to this beautiful giant. Its messages is no conventional broadcast, but an analog transmission of pure emotion. I let the feeling take hold as I contemplate the being before me. Alrighty. Yep, he's noping his ass on out of there. I think if you shoot him, it'll harm you for doing so. So we're just gonna let you be your majestic jellyfish self and get back to what the fuck we were doing. Oh, for the love of shit! No, we're gonna fight them. They wanna be a pain in my dick. Organic entities place monetary value upon individual lives, yes? How much do you value yours? Not much at all, so... Bring it, bitch.
Hostile ships approaching.
Nope, that's my guy. Who does absolutely fuck all nothing for us. Where are you? Case in point, he's just sitting there watching this all go down like a dickhead. Oh, good lord. Shuffle buckets to go. Where are you? Yes, indeed. Any question of that was going to be the outcome. No, I don't need a frigate. A whole fleet of S-class. I need to add another one. So we got approximate location. Planet signature matches the Void Egg's needs. The Void Egg is hung in a set of coordinate data. Investigate the target area. I'm not landing in the middle of the ocean. Where the fuck are we going? I'm always tempted to try to fly through these things, but I don't know if you can. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Loop-de-loops. Cool, yeah. This looks like a good spot. Eventually. Alright, so I think we need to take that out of the stash ship. If you would get off the screen there, thank you. So you are going to go into the exosuit. Or not. What are we doing here? When touched, conjures a powerful vision of a world beset by powerful anomalies and strange colors. Line signature matches the Void Egg's new Void Eggs. Hung in set of coordinate data, investigate the target area. Okay, so, alright, so we are a ways away from where we need to be. This is the direction we wish to go. Could it be underwater? I haven't the foggiest of ideas. This looks like a job for a flying companion. I believe is this guy, right? Cannot summon companion here. What's up, buddy? I'm gonna give you a gentle pat. Give you one of our pellets. Grand. This just keeps getting better and better. We got 2,000 units to go. Let's off in this direction. After they decided to escape L2 to trace the void egg song. Yeah, we've been doing that. Fully loaded. And visibility is absolutely atrocious, so this should be fun. Clearing good distances for fire. Oh shit, there's crash. Guess that's gonna be over off in the horizon here. I need you to go up. There you go. I just want to jump off at this point. We found that Quay outpost. Oh, this is starting to get obnoxious. Alright, I believe you have served your purpose. Oh, I think we found our way to a monolith. Yeah, so this is going to be a little bit of a process here. Let's see what happens. Archive of Kovacs Prime. Retrieval in progress. Log follows. Log usually follows after some hearty Taco Bell. Language transfer with non-convergent individuals now processed. Understood. Possible. But coexistence unavailable until the nature of non-convergent experience understood. Gek, Viking, 2 removed. Must begin experiment with few variables. Control required. Experimental synthesis unit operational. Awaiting biogenic materials. So ancient structure is a recording of convergent activity on Kovacs Prime. It appears to contain the pathway for recreating a long-forgotten experiment. Insert materials, consciousness bridge. What the fuck? I don't have a consciousness bridge. I do not have the materials this machine desires. As if in response to this failure, it supplies me with a blueprint. Is this what my egg has been seeking? Consciousness bridge. Reactivated neural data. A biomechanical construct created in the design of an anonymous host. This device appears to offer an interface between an individual entity and a greater shared consciousness. It appears derived from, but not attuned to, Corvax technology. So we need 250 hexite and a Corvax casing. What the shit? We have hex core. Void egg requires consciousness bridge. Grab a hexite to craft consciousness bridge. The egg has a good. Oh shit! What the fuck, man? Yeah, you're hungry. Have a Snickers. Oh, now you're my buddy. Harvest grease. I'll take some of your grease. Greasy son of a bitch. Alright, I'm trying to read here, so let's not go to this. Alright. That does not tell us anything that we need to know here. Ah, he dropped a dookie. That's kind of you. But we do have a icon that we need to go find. Hexite source. It is a bit off in the distance, so we're going to call on the Frankenbeans. Oh yeah, I forgot about our companion. We'll just dismiss him once we land again. Alright, where are we going? Yonder. Well, we got a lull in the action. I noticed we got a couple new subscribers to the channel. Did not get any names, so can't give proper shoutouts. But if this applies to you, feel free to blast us a comment with your name. One of our future installments, we'll give you a proper shout out. But thank y'all for the support. Always appreciated. It always astounds me that we have 105 now subscribers. I never first saw this taken off anywhere beyond maybe a handful of friends. Every so often, some randos show up and give us some support, and I let you know that we appreciate that. So that's what we're doing right now. Alright, so we've been instructed to come here to this down freighter. We'll interact with the ball, because it's telling us to. Hostile consciousness override detected. Erasing. Erased. All records successfully bioencrypted. Magnetic elements rendered to unrecoverable hexite. Extract hexite. Freighter security systems reacted to my presence, or perhaps to that of some other uninvited visitor. Whatever prompted this response, however, I have the materials I require. Well, that's just convenient. We got all 250 of them. But we still need one more item. We need a Corvax casing. Steak Starship pilots and Corvax systems. Or we could just go to the freighter. Can't look at my storage, but I'm pretty sure we got quite a few Corvax casings up in there. So, well, since we're here, when in Rome, let's dig up some cargo pods, see what we get. It'd be a shame to waste the ability to do so. It would also be a shame not to refill.
Technology recharge.
One other thing that I need to go out and grab up some is pyrite. Our stock is getting low. I think we're just under 2,000. Other than that, all of our elemental stuff is pretty decently supplied right now. Didn't really need that. We got 18 already in the stash ship, so Really? Thank you. Oh, goody.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
And even better. Again, my way of trying to do this as efficiently as possible is I'll go to all of these 3 pods. So they all require the terrain manipulator. That's the wrong one. Damage panel, that's what I'm looking for. There you go. Sometimes you get some good stuff off of these. There you go, free polyfiber. Then we can just switch over to a hijack laser. And get the remaining cargo pods, if I could actually maneuver properly. So we get that one there, we got a door here. Alright, we can do that. Yep, that's gonna go a long way. And we get some neural ducts. Let's hope that we get a frigate module. The marathon to get another 12 more. Oh, great. So we get 10 neural ducts. I think we have 1, maybe 2 on the freighter already. For the last upgrade to hyperdrive. We're gonna need a total of 12. So, next order of business. We are not looking for Sentinel ships. Oh, yeah, it's the dissonant system, so it wouldn't work anyway. Alright, and I called in the freighter in the last system we were in. So I wanted to check and see what that produced in our atmosphere generators. But I'm gonna pop that bad boy over to here. Or not. Those scumbags didn't warp in. Maybe we would have been able to do that, but, you know, whatever. Let's try this again. Oh, there you go. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we got a bunch of Corvette casings already stockpiled in our storage here. I didn't even really need to come on, but we might have frigate missions, expeditions that have come back. Pop on upstairs. Looks like, yep, all 3 are back, so I guess this is worthwhile. I'm gonna head on up. Actually, we'll do that first because it's further away. Check and see what the last system produced for us. Again, I'm trying to find nitrous. So as soon as I find a location where that's going to be the atmospheric thing of choice, I'm going to just leave the freighter there for quite some time. Nope, we got radon, so I believe it's the blue system. We need to park this bad boy in. None to worry, we got a whole bunch of good stuff, so that's cool. Really don't need any more chromatic metal. Radon, I think we're working on our 3rd stack right now. Better to have on hand than to require. That's weird. We didn't get nothing in this one. Let's see what this one's got. And you are empty as well. Wonderful. Alright, so that chromatic metal is the yellow systems. Sulfurine was the green. Red, I want to say, is radon. And blue should probably be nitrogen. Anywho, let's get these docked and accounted for, and then we'll go through storage to see if we have those casings on us. Relay this down crystal. Hero. Probably not going to get much out of these. They're only like an hour and a half, 2 hours long. The longer they are, the more good stuff you get, though. That's just a bunch of units. Cryo pump and units. Alright, so we didn't get no psionic eggs. That's kind of a shame. Not that we necessarily need them. Alright, so, next up. What we need to do is toss all this stuff into storage. That needs to go into the nutrient processor. This is likely going to get sold. I don't think we need to... And we can start a third stack, why not? Honey's also going in the processor, that's going into storage. Yada yada yada. I think that is all we need. Alright, so yeah, we got one salvage friggin' module. Actually, I need to put that in the exosuit in order to put it into the processor. Goes in for food. And since we're in here, let's go to the right thing. Corvax casings. How do you like that? We need what, one? Oh, just put them all into an exosuit. The void egg requires a consciousness bridge. Craft consciousness bridge. Do that in 1 second. If I don't do things when I think about them, I quickly forget, and then I get irritated that I didn't do them. So. We don't need feline liver. I'm pretty sure we're full up on that, so that can just get tossed away. Grease, we have a little of. Bone nuggets, we have a little of. Lumpy brainstem. Do we already have? We do. We have 36 in there. I'm just going to have to leave it. Same with the Mordek, because we get like 3 stacks going. And I believe that is everything. Alright. I did just notice that we have this on our person, so that needs to go into storage. What the hell else are we carrying that we don't need? Neuroducts. So, when we were going out to that A Class ship, I was gathering up a whole bunch of this stuff. Really. Like 3 stacks is good enough. We can just make the rest in nanites. That's fine. And since we're in here, we need to make a consciousness bridge. Ta-da! And these can go back into storage. We're going to go to a random spot. Put it in the freighter first. Then we'll put it in the storage. I like things to go where I want them to go, or they randomly decide to throw them. I think we're good. Ta-da! So now what the hell do we do with this thing? Return to the ancient biogenesis structure. Present the consciousness page to the machine. I have a feeling that's what we're going to have to do. That's why we called in the freighter just outside the planet we're on. We don't have to travel too far to get back to where we're going. And on the plus side, we already know where it is we're going, so we're not going to have to search. Should bring us directly to the monolith. Is this even the same planet? For some reason this looks different. Because it is. Oh, it's got the glowy mushrooms. How do you like that? Before we get that going, might as well start scanning around for life forms. So we get this underground area right here. Maybe we'll luck out. Find some fauna. I have beds. Find your raggedy bitch. There you go. Oh, hello. Now they're underground. Damn it. Get your ass back here. Eight life forms to find. I'm sure a couple of them are going to be underground ones. I know, I'm extending the process here. Anticipation's probably killing you. What the hell is that? Oh shit, it's coming for us. A rare ground, mostly nocturnal, and a uncommon flying diurnal. So one during the day, one during the night. Alright. We don't have to look underground, so that's a plus. Experimental synthesis unit operational. Awaiting biogenesis materials. There you go, you gluttonous bitch. The machine accepts the biogenic machine I have assembled for it. I hear a hum. The rumbling echo of its past experiments returning to the present. Outputs, births, a cluster of cells, some proto-tissue. What purpose do these ancient Kovacs have in mind? Rare item find, fragile neural stem, delicate web of living tissue. This is the spark that will ignite a new life form into existence. It requires careful attendance while it matures. You son of a bitch. Like we gotta play the waiting game before we get a living ship. So let us inspect this. It does not tell you how long it's going to require. Careful attendance while it matures. I would assume it's probably going to be a 24-hour process. But we can leave it in the excuse me, exosuit. We have an active void egg now. So I'm sure the two of these are going to be combined. Move them right next to each other. Get out nanites out of here. We'll throw in another batch. So, yeah, it's going to be a lengthy process to get yourself a living ship, it seems. But we are underway, so soon enough. We'll show off the goods. I don't think it's going to be this stream. They make it sound like it's going to take quite a bit of time. We'll just keep flopping around and see what happens. Ah, there you go. The neural stem is too fragile for use. Take care of the stem. It will mature in 20 hours, 13 minutes, and 5 seconds. Yep. Ain't gonna be this stream. Ain't even gonna be today, so we got something to look forward to tomorrow. With that being the case... hop on out of here. I gotta go hit up the space station, turn in our missions. The next order of business is we're gonna find ourselves a blue star system, call the freighter in there and see once and for all if that's how we're gonna get nitrogen in our atmospheric processors. Planet? That sounds new. We should probably swim by there before we leave. Oh shit, yeah, we're not gonna be able to turn in our missions. It's an outlaw station. Son of a bitch. Alright, well, let's see if we can get ourselves a passport. Make the most of being here. Dun, 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 dun. I love that. Jazz hands. Oh, we can hand in the missions. I was not expecting that. Sweet. Thanks, buddy. Alright, target. Buccaneer Anthony Usalovic. We have 8 prismatic feathers and a forged passport. None of the other ones really seem worthwhile to me, so we'll go for that. I won't be using it right away. So we're gonna go to a GEX system and blast up some freighters, get some more upgrades, then we'll cash it in. Oh, howdy. Do we have any upgrades to sell? Just one, we can hold off on that.
Technology recharging.
And I can switch this up, we'll do a full stack. It's not like we can't find more on the next distant planet. I'm just kind of surprised it doesn't put a timer on the item itself. The eggs do. The companion eggs, not this egg. Oh, aren't you a pretty ship? Green solar wings, but we already have those. We want to customize the ship. Do you recommend this game? I totally recommend this game. We picked it up on a lark. It was on sale. We are now currently 320 hours in and still discovering new stuff. after a while, some of the planet types do get a little bit, not predictable, but reminiscent of each other. But there is quite variety. I'm sure we have not seen everything that the game has to offer just yet. The other thing that it's got going for it is they are still continuously coming out with updates, with new stuff to do. And I think they got plans going on for another 2 more years, if not more. I know they got the developer Hello Games that makes this. They got a game called Light No Fire they're working on right now. I'd like to, well, hold up. I'd like to believe they'll still continue doing stuff with it even beyond that. But, I mean, the game has a lot to offer, regardless of like the play style, things you do. Quality base building, great for exploration if that's your jam. There is a survival mode, which was one of the reasons I got into it, because it was very high up on a game called The Long Dark, which is very survival orientated. It's got some similarities with completely different games, but that was kind of what like sold me on it. I'm not sure if it's still on sale, but I got it for $30 2 months ago. Even if it's a little bit more than that, like I said, I've gotten well over 300 hours. So you're gonna get your money's worth. No, I've heard Starfield's absolute dog shit. I was actually watching a video about it. Dude was doing all the New Game Plus endings. And I like Bethesda games, Fallout series especially. I think if it's gonna be good, it's gonna be like this game. It's gonna take a lot of updates and a lot of TLC to get it there. So I'll probably wait. I may eventually play it. But I know a lot of the community that bought that and was disappointed wound up jumping in on this. They were pleasantly pleased with the results. Get your sorry ass back. Another thing I like about the game is there's a lot of ship varieties. Many different classes. Sweet. The one we're riding around in right now is exotic variety, which I want to say there's like 6 different types, maybe even more. I haven't really come across them. They're pretty rare. Then they have fighters, haulers, shuttles, explorers. The exotics, like I said, and there's Sentinel ships. And currently we're working on a mission to get a living ship, which I haven't really looked too deep into to like really understand them. That's the reason I'm trying to get one going now, get my bearings with it. But with the Sentinel ships, there's, I don't even know exactly how many. It might even be limitless. But for those, you need to go to a certain type of planet. Yeah, I tried Elite Dangerous. I wasn't too keen on the controls of it. It just seemed like way more convoluted than it needed to be. And I think I just saw a video about it, like they just basically made it pay to win now. I think it was free on PlayStation Plus. I don't know if it still is or not. They put it out a couple months ago. Excuse me, a couple months ago. I gave it a whirl. I got pretty much past the tutorial, and I just wasn't impressed with it. But if you're on PlayStation Plus and you like well, not exploration games, but just like space combat type games, one that I would recommend, story-wise, but the gameplay is phenomenal. A game called Chorus. The battles in the spaceships in that game was fun as fuck. Alright, so our mission there is concluded. We need to go return to the space station, get our passport. So with this game, there's three main races. There's the Gex, the Korvax, and the Viking. And throughout like all the space systems, not always, there are undiscovered ones, but usually one of those types will be running the system that you're in. So it all operates on reputation and whatnot. If I can go to the right thing. So right here, the Gek, the Viking, and the Korvax. If you jump into their individual tabs, we can see our standing with them is now negative 208. So that's from going in and shooting down good guy freighters and his fellow travelers and shit. So for this, the higher your standing is with them, the better the discounts you're going to get with the merchants. But the item that I'm about to pick up will allow me to put that back to 0. Usually I'll go to their systems to farm the freighters, because you can get some good trade goods, upgrades, stuff like that. So we're turning that in. But I mean, you can repeat the process as needed. Back in the Frank and Beans here. Let's figure out what we're doing. We didn't really need to do anything else here. I just wanted to get a passport since we were in an outlaw system. And that can go into our starship. Actually, this can go into our freighter. Ah. Sweet deal, appreciate it. My good man. And then I just realized it's so good, man. I love your television shows. But yeah, no, if you're into like space exploration and these type of games, this game is definitely worth it. So I would recommend it. You would be the second person I sold on purchasing it this week. One of my long-tap subscribers, Tito Bandito. He just bopped on into the game. So if you do happen to pick it up, you get any questions, feel free to bop on in. If I can help you out along your travels, I will gladly do so. So next order of business. We are going to get back to finding Sentinel ships. Actually, no. Next to that, we want to go to a blue system. Test our theory here. But I will say as one caveat, it can be a little overwhelming when you first start off. There is a whole lot of shit to the game. So, yeah, no, you can land on any planet. Oh shit, what a battle. Of which there are over 15 trillion planets in the game. 256 different galaxies. Of which we've only gone to 2 galaxies so far, so we still got quite a ways to go. I don't think we're going to wind up seeing everything this game has to offer, but... What should we do right there? So now, this little thing that we wound up flying on into is a freighter battle. which is one of the ways that you can get a personal freighter to yourself. Take down all the pirates first, then you're gonna get propped up in a communications device. Let's head on into the freighter that you're protecting. Yeah, do what you gotta do. We'll be here. Should be going for like another hour, I guess. Maybe a little bit longer, we'll see. Once you beat all the waves of the pirates, I gotta stop shooting my own guy. Fucking. Where'd you go, you prick? Come here. We're defending this one right here. Going to get you eventually. Alright, so when that happens, just go the other way. Recalibrate. Fight him a lot. The only aggravating thing about space battles, especially when you get a bunch of what's the word I'm looking for? Compatriots, good guys. The ones with the green lines coming from the back of their ships. You don't want to shoot them down. Also don't want to shoot the freighter you're trying to protect, because that'll turn the battle against you. So I always try to lead the pirates away. You can hit the shields of this a couple of times, but if you start doing too much damage to it, it'll negate the battle. I usually try to like lure them away, make it easier. Where the fuck are you? Alright, he's starting to tank our shields, so we get this weapon. If I hit him with that, it repairs our shields. But yeah, as you can see, it gets a little confusing trying to figure out who the hell you're supposed to be shooting at when you get this many other ships helping you out. Come on, you're done. Hey, what do you want? No, as we were explaining, now we get communicated with by the captain of the freighter. So then we'll get prompted to which ship it is we were helping out. Streaming total, I want to say we're coming up on a year. I think I started last August. Where the hell is the freighter? Oh, I think they done screwed us. But yeah, I just recently started playing this. But, let's say like I started streaming it probably a couple weeks ago, but I've been playing it for a little over a month. I wanted to wait until I got my bearings with it before I started to stream it. Like I said, starting off, there's a lot to take in, a lot to figure out. I don't know if this is the ship we need to land on. Space rescue. Hang on one second. I was thinking of doing streaming as a career, but I wasn't sure. I want to fly aircraft rather than the Air Force and Navy. I think you might be better off doing the latter. I just do this as a hobby. I don't intend for it to take off or anything. I just, again, I do it for fun. If people enjoy watching, you know, at least I feel like I'm getting something out of it. I was just about to go back like it was on my ship. I don't believe that this was where we needed to land, but we'll find out in a second. Air Wary Authority. Alright, yeah, so this isn't the one that we were defending, but if you want to just purchase one outright, you can always land on any of the freighters you come across, but they are the most expensive things in the game. But everything goes by class. This would be the lowest, C, B, A, and S class. We have an A class freighter. I don't think you can upgrade them once you purchase them, so whatever class it is that you get is what it's going to stay as. I think the only real benefit between like the A and the S class is like the stats, like how far you can do warp drive and the efficiency of your fleet. But the higher the class, the usually, not always, but usually the more technology and inventory slots it'll come with. But also beware, the more that it has, the more expensive it's going to be. But the first time you do one of these battles, the ship that they provide will be free of charge, but you have two options. You can either accept the ship or you can take payment. Always, 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 when you first land on the freighter, hit up your analysis visor and see like what the class is. Because regardless of whether it's a C, B, A, or S class, the first one's going to be free that you select. Not the first one that's offered, it's the first one that you choose to take. I'm just trying to figure out where the hell that guy went. Alright, so I guess we got screwed over here. It's not telling me where to go. Space rescue mission target is in another. How the hell is he in another system? This is the one that we had the battle. That don't make no fucking sense. Alright. Alright, well, let's do what we came here to do before we go leaving. I want to call my freighter in. This is the one that we call our own pride and joy. I call it the Blade. Kind of looks like a knife. And these are all my frigates we send out for expeditions and whatnot. They're kind of a pain in the ass to gather up. Didn't come easy getting them, but they can level up really quickly, so. But much like all the other ships, they all come in different classes, C through S. Didn't need to land on you, but since we're here, we want to go this away. So once you purchase one of these, you can build whatever you like on it. Right here we got a teleporter so we can go anywhere we've previously been. This is how we do our little Frygate missions. Get the rewards and stuff. Oh, this in here. Like when you first go through the tutorial of base building, you're gonna have all these kind of guys, but then you can bring them up to your freighter when you get it going. This is our main guy. This is our scientist. This here's our weapon guy. And for our ground jalopies. It does have the ability to be multiplayer. I tend to just go solo myself, but you can join multiple friends. You can go, I believe, to the anomaly and pal around with like other people that you come across. But I've yet to play anything multiplayer related on it, so I can't really speak too much about it from experience. This is what I came here to find out. Alright, so we're getting radon. So I would really like to know how we're going to be able to get nitrogen out here, because that's what I need to farm the most. Everything else I got plenty of. Yeah, you can set up crops. Head up here, they're good for crafting items to make money off of, as well as like other things. blueprints and such. But again, this is what I'm talking about. Like, it gets a little, until you start playing, it's going to be absolutely confusing, all the stuff that you have. Like, these are all the elements that you'll find scattered throughout all the planets. This is a living ship, which we just started doing. Like I said, I'm over 300 hours in, so there's plenty to keep going. Plenty to keep you going. These are all our technology components that we need for like upgrading, repairing, and whatnot. I don't think we need anything in there. So that was a strike on that being a nitrogen planet. So still don't have an answer as to that. That's a shame. So I don't think there's really anything we need to do up here. What we can do is scan the system we're in. See what we got for planets here. Might want to swing by there. We need pyrite. Just trying to see if there's a better planet that'll have it. Nope. Alright, so we need to go to Rukum Delta. No, not necessarily. I'm just going to go back to looking for Sentinel ships. If we come across pyrite in our travels, we'll gather it up. And in total, you can have 12 ships. I think right now we have the one that we're flying, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can get 2 more. But we also need to keep a slot open for the living ship when we can finally make it. So we probably want to swing by a space station and get rid of some of the scrap ones. So that'll be the next order of business. I think we had a space station not too far away from where we are parked. Probably, yeah. Oh, do what you gotta do. But I appreciate the banter. Definitely appreciate the subs. And enjoy the rest of your evening. For us, it is currently 5 p.m. We are on the eastern seaboard. That's what I'm looking for. But yeah, I don't really have a set schedule. My sleep schedule fluctuates, so sometimes I'm streaming middle of the afternoon, sometimes early hours of the morning. Suppose I should work on that. This is strange looking. Oh, it's a corrupted one. I've only ever come across one of these before, but there are no merchants. Basically, there's just like little cargo boxes you can break into to get some items. So normally there'd be merchants and all that kind of stuff up in here. But let's have ourselves a look and see what we can get into. We got a trade hub, so at least we can sell some stuff if we're looking to. We can't do anything with our ships, so. Dead candy sex. So this is where you need the level 3 access passes. I gotcha. Hello, world. The Atlas has created a simulation of its own world, its entire existence, in an attempt to witness its own impending death. It wishes to show me its past, its future. The Travelers. The Atlas lives for millennia. It dreams world upon world, fantastic creatures of its own devising in skies of which they might soar. And then one day it starts to die, as all things do. Well, that's fucking depressing. In its fear, in its confusion, the Atlas awakens. It attempts to summon its creator back into being. It wants to know what to do before the end. It wants to know why it was abandoned. Why it has to face this moment alone. Wants to know why I left it behind. The travelers are born, spun from the corrupted memory of its creator. They are seeded to every universe to become what the circumstances might make them. I see myself begin, the last of the travelers. Alrighty. That was something. Let's get the fuck on out of here. So now, those are things, I think they require what's called remembrance, and you will not come across those until you warp out of your first system, which would be the Euclid Galaxy. I've only ever run into one other of those, so they're basically just lore devices. You're not going to get anything blueprint-wise, weapon-wise, or upgrade-wise from it. Oh, look at that, we got a teleporter. I'm not going to jump in that, though. This will just give us carbon, of which we really don't need. Pretty much got a full stack of it on us. So. Yeah, that was underwhelming. Let's get the hell on back in our ship and out of here. I mean, it's cool looking. It looks like something out of Tron, but other than that, pretty useless. So, goody. Leave the freighter here. And we need to go to current image. What the hell? Oh, I think this damn thing glitched. And I really hope that it did not. Yeah, no. The freighter thing's gone. So yeah, we got screwed on that exchange. Jack damn it. These things happen. Alright, so we got that to a blue star system. And it did not wind up doing what we wanted it to do. So now we're going to look for a dissonant system. Preferably with a life form. We just had one. And we're going to go to Albuquerque. It is a Korvax system, a 2-star economy. Very low conflict levels. Should be alright. Again, we're looking to find more Sentinel starships. If we see Pyrite, we're going to stop and pick some of that up. First of our business. Find the dissonant planet. Awesome sauce. Found it on the first go. We have a parched planet with pyrite and aggressive sentinels. Let's we'll head on down there first and foremost. Gobble up some pyrite. We'll head off the itinerary. Oh, awesome. Derelict freighter. Is it the kind we can land on? No shit. Alright. Nah, this isn't the type we can land on. I don't think it is. Normally it wouldn't be busted up like this, so I'm pretty sure this is just visually, yeah. So there's two types of these. The kind we're currently looking at, which are pretty much useless. You're not going to get anything from it. They just pop up from time to time. Alrighty. We could break into these, but all you're going to get from them are gold. You got more than enough. But if you do break into these, you're going to wind up getting attacked by pirates. Being that this is enshrouded with meteors, I don't want to bother with that. We're going to be on our way. But then there's another type, which usually you can call in, but sometimes they appear like that one just did. But you can get off your ship and board them. They're usually good for some decent upgrades, some rare items and stuff. probably not going to do one during this stream, but maybe when we come back after intermission, call one in, go through that whole ordeal. Anybody interested? That's if the old ticker decides to remember I want to do that. I make no promises. What the fuck is that? A hideous looking tree. Okay. Alright, so we came here for pyrite. I don't know if we're gonna be able to spot any on these islands. They look pretty barren. They're little, like, usually different colored circular objects that you just dig into with your mining laser. Again, planets such as this, well, these areas, usually you don't find them. It's not to say that there won't be any, but you need to find better land. Alright, there's some sac venom. We really don't need it. Just keep going. But if you're bored and you want to try and do something different, you know, just pack your ship. If you have the means, you can call in your submarine. Go looking for crashed freighters, crashed ships, sunken buildings. I don't often tend to do that. What did we just pass? Tito! Just talking about you. I think we got another person to pick up the game. Well, you're halfway there, so that's all good. Like I said, it's going to be a little frustrating starting off, but once you start getting your bearings and get going, and get your spaceship out into the cosmos, definitely opens up. But I think I spent like the first 3 full days playing, just wandering around on the planet that I started on. Again, I hadn't done much research on the game, so I didn't know what to expect. Certainly didn't expect to find out there's fucking 15 trillion planets. So, start off going slow, and then suddenly it's just like, go into systems, like, you pretty much ignore most of the planets. It's like night and fucking day. What do we have here? This is going to be a crashed freighter. Indeed, because there's part of it right there. Alright. So what I'm looking for is these right there. Aha! We found some pyrite. That's what we came here for. I'm going to grab that up first, then we'll come back, go rooting around the crashed freighter. I wasn't expecting to do, but since we stumbled upon it, we might as well. Do we have any life forms? Sentinels on hostile patrols. I don't see any, so I don't think we're gonna have to deal with them just yet. Ah, son of a bitch, it's not a deposit. So they do this to you occasionally. Especially with one of the elements called paraffinium. You'll scout it on your visor, go over to get to it, and it'll just wind up being regular land. That sucks. I always expect that with the paraffinium, but never with the other elements. They usually wind up being what they're supposed to be. that was disappointing. I could scan these minerals and stuff. I don't really need the units, so I'm not gonna waste my time. Alright. So let's get on down here. We need a terrain manipulator. Oh, ready. So there should be 6 cargo pods. They're usually in the same spot as the ones that crash on land. The only plus side is you don't have to break out your laser to break open doors. You usually get to them just by doing this. Come on. Alright, and I'm gonna do that. I would have noticed the few that I've done that were underwater, you get much better stuff from than the ones that crash on the land. We'll see if that holds true for this one. Where the fuck did that go? Oh, it's over here. Come on. Oh, where the hell's the door? Shenanigans. New planetary record, deepest ocean. Awesome. Doesn't really do anything for us. There's the door. Pain in the balls. Better be worth it. It wasn't worth it.
Radiation leak detected.
Alright. Me and my shadow. Alright, another thing that I should point out is when you're... Me and my dad are thinking about going to AEW All Out. Well, I imagine the ticket should be cheap. Yeah, they always have that in Chicago, right? All In's going to be in Wembley for the foreseeable future. But what I was going to say is, when you're using your manipulator, when you're doing the deposits, getting the resources, always make sure, because you can set this to 3 different sizes. And when you're going for the resources, you want to have it on the smallest, because you're going to get more bang for your buck. If you use the biggest one, you're going to wind up getting cheated on the amount that you get out of it. Technically, not Chicago, it's like an hour. I gotcha. Yeah, they'll like say it's in Chicago, but it's like in the outskirts. It's kind of like where I'm from. Everybody says, "Ah, I'm from Boston," and it's like, yeah, no, you're from like an hour and a half away. Fucking, you're nowhere close. If I say I'm from there. All right, where oh where? Oh, hello, Mr. Krabs. I got some more wildlife too. And I should probably pay attention to my oxygen levels. We've been down here for quite a bit. Now the question is Swerve still going to be champion when they get to all of them? The rumor now is they're going to have it be him versus Will Ospreay, and hand over the belt to him at All In. They've kind of dropped the ball thus far. Mercedes AMG Class G63. CW has good matches, but not storylines. And in that, we are in agreement. Now, some of the matches are just over the fucking top and they don't need to be. I'm not saying it doesn't take talent to do what they do, but sometimes less is more. Where you at? We're looking for the round door. Probably buried underneath. There it is.
Radiation leak detected.
No, exactly. Like, and they're like fucking bipolar about shit too. Like, it's like, oh, we're gonna do like a point-based system, stats and whatnot, and then they completely ignore the fucking standards. And then, like, a couple months later, like, they'll just magically go right back to it. And it's like, dude, figure out what the fuck you're doing and stick with the plan. That's all you gotta do. It doesn't need to be any more difficult than that. There you are. This is the one I was trying to get to. Oh, what the hell? What in the shit is this? Okay. That was absolutely confusing. And a war piper core. I haven't even been paying attention yet as we're getting out of this. Collision's been dead since Punk left. Fucking just became another rampage. Alright, we got one more to get, and then we can get the hell on out of here. I think we're gonna go out into space, travel a little further along this planet, because said came here to get some pyrite. Likely not going to get any nearby here. And I believe that is all the cargo pod. There it was. Where's my ship? There it is. So I wish with these there was more to explore. You could actually like go inside and go throughout the rooms and stuff. Is what it is. Yeah, we even lucked out. We're about to run out of oxygen. Oh, there's a sentinel. Up, you prick. Come here. If I do this, maybe we can get pinpointed to the ship. Well, one of the ships that's going to be on the dissonant planet. Otherwise, this will send us off to a sentinel pillar. Which are good for multi-tools. The weapon we're using right now. Another thing you can do to farm is those little triangle-looking ones. If you don't kill them off, they'll keep spawning in more of these guys. Which means you can pick up more of those little pods I just picked up. Once we get done fighting, I'll explain why that's beneficial. a doggy. Anyways. Oh, wrong one. I'm the diamond one. There we go. These ones are usually the biggest pain in the ass to take out. Not so much when you get a weapon like ours. Alright, we got 2 more waves to go. Ah, son of a bitch! You gotta watch out for these little ones, they replenish their health. So I usually try to take them out first and then worry about the other ones. Hey buddy, I got a present for you. Oh, I didn't do shit. Yeah, that did. Alright, now comes the big guy.
Warning. Sentinel walker detected.
But another thing I recommend is when you first start off, once you build your initial base in the tutorial, stand like nearby it and attack like the first 2 waves of these guys. The gun that you're gonna have isn't gonna be all that powerful, but you can take out these little minions pretty easily. So do a couple waves, go inside your shelter, it'll stop them from attacking you. Get a few of these items that we just picked up. The salvage glass should pop up on the screen in a second. When you crack into them, they'll give you upgrade modules. You can increase your power and your exosuit with. Good to get early on. Big one. No, we haven't taken him down yet. Oh, I think I just heard him pop in. There he is. So this guy's got to repair the ass. You gotta take out his top shields here before you can do damage to him. And that's all the sentinels. Alright, so that just showed us where a sentinel pillar is. That's fine, we got plenty of echolocators for the sentinel ship. So when you bust him up, he'll drop his mainframe. If I can find it. Where the fuck is it? I don't believe that I am sus. I'm also not hip with you youngins' fandango lingo, so... Perhaps I am, perhaps I'm not. It sounds bad, so I don't believe I'm sus. Oh, it landed on top of him? What the fuck? Alright, well, good thing we have a jetpack. Crack into that. There you go. And just like that, we got 2 glowing brains. So, another thing that you can do is you can get artifacts. And not artifacts. Go into my spaceship here.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
But you can get these off of the space stations with navigational data. Should have a stack of them on us. There you go. Planetary chat. No, that's distress signal. So you get these ones, and you just
Alert.
hit that.
Navigational data received.
I'll tell you where the nearest one is. Because if you want to get a new multi-tool, like the one that you currently have, this is an option that you can utilize to get a free one, as opposed to purchasing them. Not dealing with that. But what you can also do is if you come across them and you don't want to fight any sentinels on the planet that you're on, you find one of these suckers. There'll be sentinels protecting it, but you don't have to fight through the waves and all that kind of shit. Come on in here. And they'll have these three little pillar things. You gotta take them out first. One of the things I use this weapon for. Make sure it works. Really don't even need to do this now that all the sentinels are dead, but once those are taken out, you have access to this. Hop on in. We're not going to need to do it, but you can disable all the sentinels through this, and it'll just wipe everything. But to get the multi-tool, you pop on in here. We don't really need that goofy looking thing though. Oh shit, alright. Let's get a scatter blaster, but I would have to lose one of the ones I have, and I'm already maxed out, so that's just gonna stay there. Usually early on, you can get a much better multi-tool going through one of these. Especially if you don't have the units to spend purchasing them. And then when you do wipe these sentinels, they will all drop their respective items. But yeah, like I said, once you go through the tutorial making a base initially, basically stand outside of it, try to wipe out few sentinels here and there, because they're going to drop these items right here. And you'll be able to get some upgrades for your excess suit, and I believe your multi-tool. Which will help make you more powerful earlier on. But another thing you can do is farm these. If you want to get nanites, because you can turn around and sell these on the space station. What we now have 4 of them, we'd be able to get about 2,000 nanites. Yeah. Well, I've also been playing for 320 hours there, Tito. So I would like to imagine that would be the case. Alright, so this is going to go to the freighter. You're going to the freighter. This needs to go to the starship. These can get junked. That, I suppose I can put in the refiner. So this will make us runaway mold, which we can then turn into nanites. These we already got more than enough of. I'm just going to scrap them. Punch you, throw in the starship. We're keeping. Goody. Alright. There we go. But with due diligence and a proper amount of time, you too can have all these wonderful, wonderful things. I should play YLE. I've never heard of that. Actually, a lot of games that I need to get around to playing. Been saying next up is going to be Avast 2, something similar to this. So, more the space combat type, not as much exploring planets. I don't think you can land your ship at all. We did not get pirate, which was the whole purpose that I went down there for. Son of a bitch. Need to find land, so we need to get away from the water. If I ever became Sigma, like the Sigma male? I know there's like 3 different versions. Beta, Sigma, I'm the other one. Can't remember what the name of it is. Stoic. I've always been like a lone wolf, just do my own fucking thing. Don't get bothered with any of the bullshit. One of the earliest quotes that I used to live by is, don't get involved, don't give a shit. So, we had a t-shirt that said that. Got me in trouble in high school. Oh shit. There we go. Alright, let's pop down and see if we can find some pyrite. But I was the type that like got along with all the different like classifications, like the geeks, the jocks, nerds. So I was never really judgmental of anybody for like who they hung out with or associated with. Kind of like a cat. The more people try to give me attention, the more I'd fucking like shoo them away. Or want nothing to do with them. The more appreciated I became. Alright, that's silver. We don't need anything. Actually, we could probably grab some silver. I'm not gonna bother though. Where is the pyrite? That's what we fucking came here for. Silver. What are you? Ancient data structure. We don't need that. We need you.
Units received.
Yeah, we need you.
Units received.
It would probably be beneficial to take a look and see. 6 more to go. Uncommon ground, rare ground, rare ground, rare ground. Oh, we missed one of the underwater ones. Son of a bitch. But we don't have anything underground, so we can probably get all these. While we're here, what's your opinion on Kevin G? He's not Kenny G, so already he's a step above that. Do you mean Kevin Garnett, the basketball player? I believe he used to play for our Boston Celtics. Been many a year since I actually kept up with fucking professional sports, aside from hockey. Keep up with hockey every now and again. The Bruins are pretty much on their last leg right now with the Florida Panthers. Never really huge on football, though I have been part and parcel to forcing Tom Brady to flee from an IHOP restaurant. That is a legitimate story. And his chicken bake. Is that like shake and bake? That looks like a trade hub. Don't need to go there. I am really regretting choosing to go after the pirate. It has been nothing but a fucking waste. Fuck no. Nope. Lots of milk, lots of sugar. That's pretty much all we drink. Occasionally, when I get super dehydrated, I break down and drink some water, but other than that, it's coffee 24/7. Used to be a fan of Fireball whiskey and Harpoon beer, but I don't tend to drink that anymore. Do you think people who drink black are serial killers? Not necessarily, but they are sus. Steal a word from you. Quite sus.
Now protection falling. Units received.
It's like people that eat black licorice and tell you it's good. It's like, who you fucking fooling? Shit tastes atrocious. Beyond par of feeding your dog Taco Bell and then licking the fucking dingleberries. Oh, I got that Ric Flair drip. That's what I'm all about over here. Actually, I saw a meme that was like going through all like the new age lingo and shit. I'm like, that's the difference between like the lingo from like my generation to like the newer one. It seems a bit more complicated, but it's far easier to actually like figure out the definition of what it is. Whereas like yeet, fucking definitely needed to have that one explained to me. Like, what the fuck is this yeet shit? Ah, it just means like throwing something far. Oh, okay. So like I don't know what the fuck Jay Uso means by it when he says yeet. Like I think he has a complete different definition for the term. And then cap took me a little bit to figure out what the fuck that meant. So I'm like, well, what do they mean it's on cap? It's like, it's just crap without the R. I was like, oh. It's like rap without the C. Alright. Again, we are looking for pyrite. We're also looking for fauna too, so we might as well get that. We will eventually get back to go for Sentinel ships there, folks. But Slavey, in all his glory, is getting easily distracted per usual. Pyrite? Hey! Found what we're looking for. I'm team get him the fuck off my screen because he's got like 5 moves and he's very boring. I'm kind of pissed that he got the win over Elia last night. I mean, it's understandable why they didn't go that route because I think they want to save Elia versus Gunther for later on, let it get some proper build up and shit. But it's like they booked him like a powerhouse last week for his debut, and then here we are a week later, and it's like, yeah, no, okay. Just suck all the wind out of his sails. It was like one of those, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't situations, so regardless of how they went about it, it was going to be questionable. But it is what it is. The only other thing that pissed me off about the other night is Zoe Starks. I feel like she should have won and kept going. I don't think she should have won the Queen of the Ring, but she's talented, and I think they're kind of squandering her abilities, kind of ruining her shine with the crowd. The more they keep having her lose, the more she's gonna wind up like a fucking Italian Neidhart. It's like all the talent and promise, they fucking stood in the way of making anything off of it. But I was also reading a lot of comments. People say like, "Oh, she's boring and doesn't have like personality," which yeah, I guess I could agree with that too. She's definitely talented in the fucking ring. Other than that, pretty ho-hum Monday night. It can't all be fucking 5-star classics, so. Now, this is what's going to be the tedious part. And again, going back to why I waited so long to start streaming this game. There was a lot of doing this to get the resources that I have. So I figured instead of like doing hour-long streams and me just going around and hitting these things up, I wanted to get my stockpile good and ready. But there's going to be a lot of this that you're going to have to do early on in the game. But I would recommend spending the time and just going resource to resource, trying to get a full stack of each of them. That way you can go for fucking weeks on end without having to bother doing this. But this is definitely one of the more tedious processes of the game right here. This element you can utilize for refueling your shields. Also winds up coming in handy for repairing ship components and stuff like that, so it's always good to have a decent amount on hand. I rate my Riz on a scale of 1 to 10 at 7. Above average, but not the greatest. Which is pretty much most things in life would be. Speaking of Riz, the first time I heard that, I thought it was like a fucking condiment for a hot dog or some shit. Is that like mayonnaise or fucking mustard? Found out I was sadly mistaken. That is not even close to what the fuck Riz is. Alright, we'll finish up, get this paused. I'm not going to go looking for any more. It's taking way too much time. Oh, hello. We have an elephant coming upon us. He doesn't attack us while we're getting our resources. But we should walk away. It seemed like a decent size one. We'll probably get an extra 1,000 more. I think it was just under 2,000. So it should be more than enough to get us by for a while. I tend not to use this for upgrading or replenishing the shields. Usually I just use it to repair items and stuff. So I tend to go through it all that quickly. One of the mission givers required a bunch of it, so that's why we wound up losing what we had. I suppose I could have just abandoned the mission. Whatever. Let's take a look here. Yep, we are now just under 3,000, so that was worth it. But, yeah, enough of that boring shit. Let's get over to that dissonant planet. Oh, I don't think I ever dismissed my fucking... Alright, they did it for me. Cool. I just realized I left him on the fucking 3 galaxies away. I am a horrible pet owner. That's why we don't have a cat here at Casa de Slam. Therapist told me I should get one. I was like, yeah, no. Probably not a good idea. Oh, God bless you. Oh, wait, we need to get more, we had one more fish to scan. And we had a bird and a ground creature. Might as well fill out the list. Yeah, we got rare ground. Uncommon flying. So the ground is during the night. No. No, we got the nighttime one. Alright, cool. So we need the rare ground, the flying one, and the fish. And we found the flying one. Do I even really need the nanites? We have 205,000. I'm gonna just get the fuck out of here. Not worth the time that we would have to investigate it. So let's move along here. Make our way to the Disney planet. I don't remember which direction we need to look. Do you want to tell me what the planet is? Well, fine, keep your secrets. That is a fiery planet. I want to say it's going to be over here. Trade vessel. Ehoo! Cannabis requires upgrade. Exchange all Korvax for units. What are you selling? Nothing I need, so thanks for stopping me, you pain in the prick. Alright. Are you where I need to go? You are? Alright, well I guess he helped us out. Take it back. Wasn't a pain in the prick. And it's a tropical planet, so that's going to be nice. Probably won't have to worry about our hazard protection. I could be wrong. We'll find out once we land. This doesn't look tropical. Where are the palm trees? What the fuck? Lie. I'm not even gonna get involved with Skibidi Toilet. I think I watched like 1 or 2 videos about it and just... No. I'm more in tune with the classics. The llamas with hats. Charlie the Unicorn. Those were the good old days. Carl! No, wrong one. I will say that Skibbity Toilet is unsettling. It don't make a lick of fucking sense to me. And then again, now there's a childhood unit cool. I don't know, fucking llamas with hats, but you know. To each his own. Alright, I saw. That's what I saw. Oh, hello. Ooh, we only got 5 species on this planet? That'll be easy. Alright, next order of business. We don't want to fuck with the Sentinels. Yeah, it's absolutely fascinating. As to what the appeal is, like, I got no idea. Could be a toss-up between the animation style, the fact that it's like... It's kind of like liminal fucking shit, where it's like, it looks familiar, but it's unsettling at the same time. It has that kind of vibe to it. It's been like a few months, so I completely like forget exactly what the fuck I watched, but like it was enough to just go shake my head and not look back. But I heard it's like up in episodes, for lack of a better term. I think they're up to like fucking 40, maybe even well beyond that. I would be surprised, and then I would be very upset with the security guard because he wouldn't be doing a good job. Hello. Oh, we already scanned you. But I probably wouldn't notice you for quite some time, because I don't tend to utilize my closets for anything. Very minimalistic person. Yeah? You sorry, sad ass out of here. What I'm looking for. Yeah, the last time I even looked in my closet was when my dipshit neighbor above me fucking flooded his apartment and I had to take everything out of it before it got soaked. Other than that, couldn't begin to wonder when the last time I had any use for my closet was. I just had like my box for my TV and internet stuff in there. See if I can find one without doing it. I don't believe that's going to be the case. We could also do this. I don't think it's going to show us a camp per se. But it's a start, so we'll see what happens. Is how the fuck far away are you gonna be? 7 hours. Yep, we are calling on the starship. Oh wait, how we're going there, baffling. We'll scope this out. If it's not the camp I'm looking for, do an echolocator. then, once we do procure the Sentinel ship that is going to be located on this planet, do the diligence voyage, we'll get the portal glyphs up, documented. The fuck is that? Oh, it's a relic. Certain aspects, yes. Oh shit. I don't believe in like fucking Slender Man. Oh, son of a bitch. We're gonna have to do battle. I am not surrendering all contraband. But I believe in the afterlife and that kind of stuff. I don't believe in like demons. Fucking. Nah. I don't believe in lizard people. Any of that kind of nonsense. I believe traces of our essence get left behind, resonate. I'm gonna have to wind up leaving this planet to fight these pricks. Damn it. Alright, fine. Let's bring them out into space. Get this done with. Where are you? Is that him? Yeah. Follow me. So if we fight him down there, it's going to fuck up the last wave. I don't want to deal with that. I'd rather just take care of this through and through. Just remember, you wanted this. Happy just doing my own thing. Wait till the next one shows up. We'll go a little further out because I think we're still in the atmosphere. What was the last movie I watched? I couldn't even tell you. I would really have to think long and hard to figure that out. I'll tell you, the last television show was From. It was the last show I watched. Highly recommend it. It was very good. Yeah, I don't usually fire up the television to watch anything these days. Most things just bore me, and they just repeats the stories I've already seen in some form or fashion. But if something crosses my radar and piques my interest, I'll give it a shot. Deadpool and Wolverine, I'll probably. Once they get a quality version of it out for piracy, I'll probably watch it. The closest I come to that is I watch the Y-Files on YouTube. They got some interesting videos that they do docu-series and stuff on. They got Hecklefish. Good for comic relief. Come on, you prick. 2 more waves of these assholes to go. Shoot stronger. The only thing I hate about these guys, their shields replenish way too quickly. Pirates usually they lose sight of before you get back to attacking them. Their shields won't have replenished. Good. Let's do it. Oh, you lucky son of a bitch. Thanks for playing. Get done. One more to go and then we'll take it. I'm great now. We got fucking freighters flying in. That is not gonna help things. Shit. I'll move over here. Otherwise it's just gonna get way too confusing. Hey, where is it? Like, oh, you want to turn? Yes, I know. My shields are almost gone. So I'm going to do this. Wait, shields are back. Why is it during these missions you try to reverse your thrusters and it just shoots you forward? Alright, now we make sure it works with these things. Like, on this wave, you don't have to worry about the other Sentinel ships. Maybe we're just gonna focus on this thing. Once you beat it, they'll just take off. Son of a bitch! No, it ain't. Tell lies, that sort of suit. There you go. Now, we should get a signal as to where the crashed ship might be. Maybe. No? Alright, well the item we just got we could use, but I'm not gonna waste it. What the fuck? I'm not doing that again, goddamn. Run away! It's not that I can't, I'm just getting tired of not doing what I'm trying to do here. Goddamn Sentinel ships. What's going on, Jamie? Pretty sure it's like regular Sentinels, they'll just pop on the ground. Ride out the storm here. Well, that's ridiculous. I just finished wiping out the wave. Alright, sweet. It did switch over to the ground one. I mean, I could have taken another 5 waves, but we would have been up there for like another 5-10 minutes. Detected. Where the hell are they? There you go. We figured out the living ship situation. So what I needed to do was throw the egg into... I'm not sure if the exosuit would have worked, but I can say for a certainty, throwing it into the cargo of the spaceship, Starship. Once we left that planet, I pulse drived over to the space station, and I got stopped by an anomaly, and it procced the living ship mission, which I think we still have. Yeah, Starbirth. So we got approached, did a little bit of dialogue, and then I had to go off to another system. That all happened off stream, but once I got to the space station, I saved and was pretty much done for the night, and then picked up the start of this stream, going through the rest of it. We had to go to a monolith with the egg, which we had to search out, and that sent us off to go pick up hex cores, I think. And once we got finished with all that jazz, we got the fragile neural stem, which now, this is the part where we're going to have to wait. I think it was like 20 hours until we can utilize it to make the living ship. So, kind of like the eggs, but a little bit more labor intensive. I'm just wondering why it's not telling me. There we go. We got 18 hours and 36 minutes to go. So, probably not going to have a living ship until tomorrow. But it's something for us to look forward to. But we finally got some answers to our questions, so I figured I'd key you up on that. Let me see what you wrote. It says Jamie's prototype if you fancy a visit to the moon. Alright. Donk. Oh, that's a shame. Alright. Oh, yeah, we need to get back in the ship. God damn, I am so easily distracted. Proving that more and more every playthrough. Christ, I think we just spent like 30, 40 minutes going out to fucking Pyrite, which I really didn't need to do, but... Good dog with a bone. Once I start gnawing away at something, I gotta see it through. Anyway, we're gonna head over to this camp. If it's the one that we're looking for, we'll be able to search for a ship. If not, we will utilize the echolocator. I'm not gonna do any autophage missions just yet. What the hell are you? Just a rock, right? Yep. Like a ship real quick. Easily distracted. But, yeah, pretty much we're gonna get whatever Sentinel ship is gonna be native to this region. And I'm probably gonna take a break for a wee little bit. So I needs to go freshen up my coffee. And probably have ourselves a bite. Craving a chicken pot pie, so I think we're gonna go that route tonight. And before anybody wonders, no, it will not be made from scratch. We are eating Marie Callender's lovely chicken pot pie. This is not the camp we were hoping for. So why the fuck am I even landing? I have no idea. Let's get up the echolocator here. We're not doing auto page quests right now. That'll just leave me going another fucking 30 minutes. Did that just point me directly back down to where I was? This isn't a camp. why does it have a terminal here? I am so confused. No. Oh, now you want me to go over here? Good goddamn it, game, make up your fucking mind. Jesus Christ. So I would like to have come back here later when we can spend some more time and go through that freighter and do some of these missions. Whatever. It is what it is. Back to the chicken pot pie. We go with the Marie calendars because of there's a meme 2 years ago or so. It's a dumbass lady during Thanksgiving fucked up a pumpkin pie, tried to blame Marie calendars for it. It was absolutely hilarious. I want to say it was Carol Baskin, but no, that's from Tiger King. Anytime anything ever went wrong, like around that period of time, it's like, damn you, Marie calendars. It's all your fault. So, good product placement. Now I buy the chicken pot pies every time I go to the fucking store. Yeah, we don't want to get attacked. There you go. Viscous fluids, that's gonna get junked. How about some storage augments? What's up with all this crap? You're disappointing me, wheelbarrows. You probably missed the fact that once we get this Sentinel ship, I'm gonna be going to make a fresh cup of coffee. And, get my nicotine fix on. Sir? Don't think I won't. But that'll probably be around 6:30, so we should be back roughly around like 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pick things back up. We will not be getting a living ship, as we explained. We have to wait another 18 more hours for that, so probably just going to be doing some Sentinel ship hunting. We're starting to do right now. We got 11, 16, and 6. And 11. 16. And nope, we were there. That is Tito. Tito Bandito. He has been one of our subscribers for quite some time. Decent little dude. He's a fan of AEW wrestling, which he's going to be going to see them, possibly, for one of their local pay-per-views. And he just bought back in after a little bit of time off and informed us that he got his learner's permit, or he's going to be getting his learner's permit. Locate distance. He is an alumni here at I Am Slam Enterprises, so he's one of the good ones. Yeah, if his name was Ted, I would be encouraged to believe that he was a female as well. But I assure you, Tito is a gentleman and a scholar. Let us. And he actually just picked up the game as well, so he will be floating about the cosmos in due time. Yeah. I know what a car is, but I haven't driven one in quite some time. I actually just let my license fucking lapse. Mainly because I don't intend to be driving anytime soon, so seemed ridiculous to spend the priced. I think it's like $60, maybe even $70 now to reinstate your license. They're usually good for, I want to say, like 5 years. Yeah. Oh, I used to love driving. But now where I live, like, I got plenty of different options, right? It's just more of a hassle to get the car, pay the insurance, pay the lot fee, worry about people crashing into the fucking thing when it's parked. Easy access to public transportation. I don't really tend to go anywhere, so seemed ridiculous to go through the expenditure. Speaking of ridiculous, the little glimpse I got of this ship, that's exactly what it looked like. Oh, maybe not. This thing, I like the green on this fucking thing. God damn. Thrusters are pretty decent looking. Yeah, this thing's pretty slick looking until we pop inside of it and find out it's a C-Class. Ah, what do you know? Alright, so this will wind up getting scrapped. But we're going to hang around here when we get back from intermission. We'll see if we can find a better class. And if we do, we'll be sure to drop down a communication station for any and all that may want to swing on by and pick one up themselves. As well, we'll get you the portal address, but we're going to do that at the start of the next one. Cliffhanger, bitches! How many fragments do I have? What type of fragments? Confused as to what the fragments are that you are referring to. Sentinel ships. How many do I have? Currently in my fleet, I think we got maybe 8 of them. Oh, to find those ships, the echolocators. These things? We got 19 up in this ship. Might actually have one on my person. No, we didn't pick any up when we went for the inverted mirrors. But then I want to say I got like 1 or 2 ships that have like a stack inside of them as well. Oh, the carrier for... I got you now. We got 6 of those. And then we got 3 for the derelict freighters. Because, yeah, these will bring you directly to the ship, whereas the Echoes bring you to those camps where you got to go through the terminal and shit. If I want to just rush through it, I'll usually use these. Because going through the Sentinel waves to get more really isn't that difficult. Plus, if you do Nexus missions on the anomaly, you can get these from it too. Gotten a couple that way. But I always like to go to the Harmonic Camp to hit up those wheelbarrows. Now that we can do the autophage missions, it's even more worthwhile. Because we can harvest some missions for the void motes here. So what I've been doing, and I'm going to continue to do, is stop by at a whole bunch of these. And then I'll plug and play to figure out like which ones make the better quality staffs. The one that we made recently, go back to this. This was the core that we used, and then I had a different head that I wound up using, probably buy the same one again. And it might have been this, But when we combined all three, we wound up getting an A class to start, so it worked out pretty well. Which is this one right here. But when I put different heads on it, it made it different colors. So that's another thing I want to like plug and play around with. But yeah, this thing wound up being an A class to start. I gotta do some more. Oh wait, we can repair this. I didn't have the quad servo on me when I was doing the other repairs. But we got supercharged slot right there. Get a supercharged slot right there. And when we make it an S class, I'll be interested to see where the other supercharged slots are. We can get it like around here, because all the main ones are opened up, the slots. I mean, I know we can do 3 more rows, but I imagine once we get it to S class, one of the supercharged slots will hopefully be in this vicinity. But we'll see. I don't know any of that for a certainty. Not what I'm looking for. But yeah, no, it wound up coming out alright. Looks better in the light. One thing I don't like about it is sometimes when I pull it out, like, it's all fucked up looking. Game glitches on it. We actually locked out and it actually looks like it should right now. As I pointed out, we used, this was the core. This wasn't the head that we used. I forget what the name of it was. I want to say this was the staff, the backbone that we used for it. So these 2 items plus a different head. And that's another chamber core. This one I want to use in the next one that I make, because the core there on the inside, I saw one of the autophages. It looked like it was like molten lava. It was on fire. I want to see if I can try to replicate that. But that's another thing I've been trying to like stockpile in between going for the Sentinel ships, just doing a bunch of autophage missions to get the warp boats up. And then I'll probably just keep buying a whole bunch of different modules. Alright, we got everything out of there, right? Yeah, we need to activate the brain. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to look at. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This will be 11. We can get one more ship, then we're going to have to hit up the space station. As far as the multi-tool, or just the staffs? Yeah, like I said, I don't know all the different staff types. I know there's one that was expedition specific, which is the one that like a lot of content creators have. Kind of a kick in the dick, because until they release the expeditions again, all us new players aren't going to be able to get it. So it's one of those look but don't touch type things. But again, like right now, I'm trying to have like a variety of different multi-tools, but I'm gonna wind up fucking getting rid of some of these. It's like the exotic, it looks nice, but I'm probably never gonna use it. Same with this one right here, so I might get rid of those too. I could get rid of this one, the alien blaster, because I'm probably never gonna use that. The only reason I haven't gotten rid of it is because I spent 5 million units on it from a station. Which, again, we have 1.3 billion. Shouldn't really matter to me. But it's one of those things. Well, I spent money on it, so I can't really just freely trash it. But maybe I'll take a look and see what I'll get on the anomaly. I'll get the same amount of money back. It'll make it leave less of a bitter taste in my mouth. Alright, I'm getting distracted. Let's go activate this brain. Find the Franken beans. There it is. We have to activate the brain. Here you go. Yeah, but that defeats the purpose, man. Like, there's the satisfaction of doing it on your own. Difference between building a car and buying one. Oh shit, we can get an Atlantic. Just there's more satisfaction in something you craft yourself. At least that's how I feel about it. Other people might feel differently. I'm also a very stubborn individual. I like to figure things out on my own, accomplish things on my own. I just wind up turning down help when offered. Foolishly most of the time. Oh no, exactly. But I'm talking like antique cars, like roadsters and stuff like that. His father made a 1922 Roadster. Started with just the bumper, and he made the entire car from scratch. Oh, that's a little bit different than the one we got. I don't know if I like it more than the one I got. Ah, it's got the little spaceship thing on the side there. That's kind of cool. I need to climb that real quick. No, I'm not grabbing it just yet. I wind up losing my, Yeah, well, speaking of, I can get rid of the gremlin. No, I'm gonna take it. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to get rid of first. Because I got this one already. Which I like the looks of more so. But it is a C-Class. But I like the barrel of it. Oh, it's like all loose in the front. It's got more definition to it. And I like the color scheme. Black gold. We are not getting rid of that. That's my go-to. Fuck it, I'll switch it up for this one. Maybe. Let me see what the class was on it. Yeah, it's a C-Class as well. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on this one. It looks more bland than the one that I already got. And it's got a few, like, little differences. It's not as pronounced as the other one. The only thing different is it's got that little spaceship logo on the side there, and that's kind of cool. Yeah, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna leave that behind. Alright, so the alien blaster survives to live another day. But I suppose, if I wanted to be a decent dude around here, we could, toss that there. Anybody else? Well, if they don't have the, what do you call it? The autophage quest going on, they're not going to be able to utilize that. I'm just going to wonder why there's a random communication ball with a fucking monolith. Whatever. It's questions that they can try to find answers to themselves. I don't give a fuck. Hang on a second. I need to bring that back up. There we go. And what alien artifact was that called? What, the gun? Multi-tool? Those are Atlantids, if that's what you were referring to. Yeah, they're Atlantid multi-tools. But if that's not what you're referring to, then I need more information. The plinth. I should know what a plinth is, but I don't. I've heard it before. I'm talking about, like, the monolith we were just at? I just refer to it as monoliths. I know, like, usually it's, like, the standalone thing. That has usually like the little diamond or the circle in the ground that'll, like, when you interact with it, pops up. But yeah, I just refer to those as monoliths, regardless if it's the standalone or the one that has the knowledge stones at it. Alright. Yeah, so I probably just have the names confused. But yeah, whatever that thingamajig was. They're not at all of them, like, they're random. Because I've gone to others and there's no, like, purple spot. Yeah, if you interact with those normally, it'll usually either provide you the option to, like, take, whatever, race type the system you're in. It'll give you knowledge for a word, or you can choose to find where the buried treasure is. But when you need to activate the brains, that's all you can do there. I don't think you can interact with it further. Alright. Well, at least it'll be worth the units. Alright, so we get this ship, we got room for one more. I'm not too keen on this one. Again, I love the color of it. Actually, let's hop up. Yeah, that really didn't do much. Yeah, not too keen on this one. I don't think we're going to go looking for a higher class one. So, I assume what we'll do from this point forward, if anybody wants this ship, or what of its type, I suppose we could get you the portal address. I know I said I was going to do that at the start of the next episode, but I don't plan on hanging around. Yeah, no, the thrusters and stuff look good, but it's just, there's really nothing to this one aside from the color being cool. I like the emerald green to it. There's like no pronouncement to it. The wings just fold down a little bit. Granted, it's a C class, but the stats don't really look all that wonderful. Ah, the one in the front. These things. Yeah, we talked about that a while ago. I don't mind them when they're on the bottom. It's when they're on the top they just look goofy as shit. So at least, you know, this doesn't have that going for it. I try to go, like, the way I base it is, like, the aerial and how it expands out. How it looks on the ground, I don't really care too much about. It's not really how I judge it. I mean, it helps if it looks cooler. It's not necessary. It's all about when you fly in the thing. Yeah, not when you fly in third person. Probably in first. I don't know. I usually don't. I always forget to switch over. But I prefer it in third person when I'm flying anyway. The only time I really go into first person is like if I'm down below in the caves and I need to see a little bit better. Otherwise, I usually just keep it in third person. But let us add you to the wonders and give you GG. So if any of y'all that wind up watching this feel like coming on by and picking this up for your fleet, your portal address is gonna be the Half Moon, the UFO looking pie type thing, followed by the TP, followed by the Elk, followed by the Triforce, followed by another Elk, and we got the hot air balloon looking thing, followed by yet another Elk. Then we have the squashed butterfly, followed by Loch Ness Monster, followed by the birdie, followed by another Loch Ness Monster. Name of the planet is New Darien. It is in the Hilbert dimension. And, it's a jellyfish. Well, whatever the fuck. It's open to interpretation. What we'll do is we'll drop a communication ball right here by the ship. If any y'all want to come on by and grab it. This will make it easier for you. Just neglect to go after the one that I left at the monolith. Unless, of course, you want to go after that gun. You can get a 2-for-1 special. Anywho, that is gonna do it for this installment. And we went a little bit even longer than I was expecting to. So it is currently just about 6:45. So usually take about a half an hour. Make the coffee, smoke our butts, do other due diligence. But we will be back eventually. So if you want to carry along with us, find some new Sentinel ships. Let's see, show this again, and can you set message down, add it before you go. Un momento, por favor. Alright. So, we're gonna do no packing. There you go. There's your message. And try to get a little bit more witty than just doing the Cowboy Bebop stuff. And as for the portal, no, we need to go to our wonders. Or do we? It's been added to the wonders. What the fuck? Oh, good golly. Okay. Down. No. Personal. There you go. Alright. So again, there's your portal address. We get the half moon with the arrow coming out of it. The UFO with legs. It kind of looks like a pie with a bubble. Then you get the TP looking thing. Followed by what I refer to as an elk, but it could just be a dude throwing his hands up, raising the roof. Then you get the Triforce, dude raising the roof again. You get the hot air balloon, followed by dude throwing the hands up again. Then you get what looks like a squash butterfly, or something out of Space Invaders. Then we got the Loch Ness Monster, followed by the birdie, followed by a Loch Ness Monster. Here you go. One of the things I might wind up doing when I want to take some time to do it is next time I'm at one of those harmonic camp interfaces where you got to put in the glyphs to unlock where the Sentinel ship is. I'll probably take a second to write it down on a piece of paper, numerically, which glyph is which. That way when we do this, I could just say, oh, glyph number 1 through glyph number 16. Maybe it'll make it a little bit easier. I don't fucking know. It's just an idea I had. We'll see how it goes. But anywho, that is gonna do it for this installment. We will be back after a short intermission to plug away and fighting more Sentinel ships. Probably do some more autophage missions to get the void mote count up. Maybe purchase some more staff assembly parts. Whatever the fuck they're called. Yeah. But beyond that, we need to hit the space station, sell some ships, make some space. So I'll probably do that before I go live again. Save you all the hassle of going through that tedious nonsense. But, yep. For Tito, for Jamie, for the many others that came by and gave us a watch, thank you all for watching. And same to you, anybody that makes it to the sound of my voice in the future, once this is ended. As always, we appreciate and value your viewership and support of the channel. And hopefully, we'll catch you all on the next one. Yes, this is the Franken Beans. And I could explain why, but I think you could figure it out just on inspection as to why it is the Franken Beans. But, yep, that's gonna do it. So, this is Slammy, signing off per usual. And until next time, peace, y'all.